The New York Giants just got great news when it comes to Malik Nabers, his concussion, and potentially playing this Sunday against the Seattle Seahawks. We're going to break that down on today's show. But first, if you want to see Malik Nabers suited up in big blue, playing football this Sunday as the Giants try to get to 2-3 on the season, smash that thumbs up icon. Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. I appreciate everybody for stopping by as we react to Malik Nabers being in concussion protocol, but a chance that he could play this Sunday, with the Giants last playing on Thursday and then having 10 days off before their next game in Week 5 against the Seahawks. I think there's a good chance that Nabers could play. And Darius Slayton, his teammate, he spoke to the media today, and he provided a positive injury update for the rookie star receiver, saying he's doing well, Malik Nabers. I saw him today for the first time since Friday, but he was in good spirits. You know, he's doing what he needs to do. Yeah, he's in good spirits. I really do think there's a good shot that Nabers does play this Sunday for the Giants. You have those extra days off as you do when you play that Thursday night football game, but we're starting to see more and more across the National Football League that just because you suffered a concussion doesn't mean you're going to miss the next game. Shoot, Darius Slayton earlier this season, he suffered a concussion, and he was ready to go for the following game. And I think that Nabers is a guy that's going to be able to potentially be ready to go this Sunday. Look, you're 10 sleeps from Thursday night football to Week 5, and a lot of things can change in 10 days. And I don't ever want to push a player that's not 100% healthy and recovered from a head injury. Look, if he's 99% back, don't play him. If he's 99.9% back from that concussion, don't play him. He needs to be 100% healthy. On the other side of that coin, though, the New York Giants, to be their best, to beat the Seattle Seahawks, to try to save the season and get to 2-3, they got to go out and win this football game. And if Malik Nabers is out there, the chances increase for them to do so. He's been unbelievable this season. I knew that when the Giants drafted him, when the Giants were in rumors to be targeting him on their draft board, that he could change life for this offense. And he has immediately done that. The stats have been awesome. The production has been there. And then I think the thing that's most encouraging for me is there are so many different ways that he can get better. We know the drop against the Cowboys. We know the drop against the Commanders. You can't have that take away the production, but it also, if you look at it at a glass half full type of thing, he can be so much better. And a lot of times we talked about how he was going to have a great rookie season. Even I didn't think, though, that through 4 weeks, he would be at the top of the league at every single receiving statistic. Receptions, number 1. Targets, number 1. Yards, number 2. Receiving touchdowns, 3rd. First downs, 1st. Yards after the catch, tied for 4th. 20-plus yard catches, 7. 20-plus air yard catches, 3. It seems like whenever the Giants need a play, whenever the Giants are trying to get momentum going, they look the way of Malik Nabers, and more often than not, he's come through for this football team. Nabers has already become not just the best Giant on offense, but maybe the best NFL rookie, as well as a top 5, top 10 receiver. I would like to see the Giants overall get more work, though, out of the other receivers on this depth chart. It can't just be Nabers or bust, which it has been all year long. I want to see more from Darius Slayton. Wan'Dale Robinson's got a lot of targets, just not a lot of pop plays from him. I've enjoyed it. I'm proud and I'm happy with the way that he's played this year, but I still think there is more production that could come out of Wan'Dale Robinson. We all know what's going on with Jalen Hyatt, and after that, you don't really have any other receivers on this roster. So let's say worst case scenario, Nabers does have to miss. Could we see more from Hyatt, Wan'Dale, or Slayton this week? We're going to talk more about Nabers, and are the Giants maybe potentially relying on him a little bit too much? But if we get more Nabers news, more injury updates, or any sort of idea on his game day status, we're going to be breaking it down on this channel, youtube.com/NYGiantsTV. So subscribe and turn your notifications on so you never miss a thing. We'll talk more Nabers in a second, but I got to give a major shout out to today's sponsor, Game Time. If you're looking to buy tickets to go to the Giants this year, or you want to go to an NBA game, a comedy show, a concert, theater event, get your tickets at Game Time. You get the best seats for the lowest prices guaranteed. Prices actually drop as the events get closer. So if you're a procrastinator like I am, Game Time's going to be the ticketing app for you. Game Time's the only app that I use, and it's mainly for these two reasons. The all-in pricing features, that way the price you see is the price you pay. You don't get hit with hidden fees when you get to checkout, and the Game Time Picks feature as well. It's an awesome new feature that makes going to see your favorite team play that much easier. So download the Game Time app, create an account, use the promo code CHATSPORTS, that's CHATSPORTS, and get $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. And we're baseball fans that you can go watch the Yankees as they go at another World Series to the collection. Shout out to Game Time, because what time is it? It's game time. All that information will be clickable down in the comments and description of today's show. Alrighty, are the Giants overusing Malik Nabers? This is really a conversation that I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter talk about, and it's like it's a catch-22, right? Like the Giants have to use him because he's really, really good. And they give him the ball all the time because he's always open. But are they running him into the ground? I'm not so sure of that. But the difference in targets as you go deeper down the list of people that have been targeted by Jones this year, it is a little bit eye-catching. 52 targets for Nabers, 38 for Wan'Dale Robinson, and then it falls off a cliff. Through 4 games, Darius Slayton has been targeted 15 times. Theo Johnson 8 times. Daniel Bellinger 2 times. Jalen Hyatt 2 times. Look, you don't want to run Malik Nabers into the ground, but you also don't want to sacrifice winning just to get the ball to other players. Like if Nabers is open, give him the football, and he's open all the time. And maybe I guess what I'm trying to say is I just want someone else to be a difference maker. Maybe that guy's not on this football team, and we're going to have to wait till free agency, and we're going to have to wait until the NFL draft. But I just can't wait till the Giants go out and get somebody that can do the things that can help Nabers do his job even better. Because when you even out the field and you have talent on both sides of the hashes and the numbers, it's going to make this offense really scary. I thought that could be Jalen Hyatt, the guy that was drafted in the 3rd round, the Biletnikoff winner, the guy that a lot of people thought was going to be a first-round pick, the guy Joe Shane was thinking about taking over John Michael Schmitz. But he doesn't play football. 15 snaps week 1, 12 snaps week 2, 10 snaps week 3, 13 snaps week 4. It's like the snap count's going down. I know 13 more than 10, but this should be going up. He's a second-year player. Did we already punt on Jalen Hyatt? Like, you traded up in the 3rd round. You used multiple draft assets to select this talent and I would say potential filled wide receiver. Why are we not prioritizing the development of Jalen Hyatt? Are there flaws in his game? Absolutely. Does he need to be a better route runner? 1,000%. You know what can help with that? Playing more football. And that's what he needs to do. He shouldn't be outsnapped by 6x when it comes to him and Darius Slayton. We already saw him as a rookie make really nice plays and show flashes and be a guy that could potentially be a part of an explosive offense. He had 16.2 yards per catch last year. His average depth of target was 21 yards down the field. The Giants need to be more explosive. That's what Hyatt does. 20-plus yard catches last year, 6. You need a guy that can even out the field, a guy that can keep a defense honest, that can move a safety pre-snap. That's Jalen Hyatt. I really wish the Giants would try to prioritize the development of him a little bit more. And that's why I do think that this is a fork-in-the-road game for the New York Giants. You're 1-3. There is a huge difference between 1-4 and 2-3. 2-3, your season is still alive. You can still control your own destiny. 1-4, your season's over, and we're going to be doing mock drafts on this channel. So let's try to figure out, when we meet this fork in the road, the side, and really it should be the same. Giants aren't going to the Super Bowl. Giants aren't going to the playoffs. Let's prioritize the development of players on this team. I think Jalen Hyatt should be really one of the guys that starts to see more and more snaps come his way as the season progresses. Look, the Giants are +6 versus Seattle. The NFL thinks the Giants are going to get smoked. Las Vegas does not believe in the New York Giants. And if you lose this game, like we talked about, your season's over. Like 1-4, you don't come back from that, especially with still a lot of divisional games to come up and the rest of the season that is arguably one of the worst schedules when it comes to benefiting the Giants, one of the hardest schedules left of anybody in this league. And when you talk about Nabers and you talk about Hyatt, it's going to be a tough game for them. Seattle's looking good. I'll be watching them tonight on Monday Night Football. You should do the same. But, man, they are loaded at the corner position. Reek Woolen, stud. Devin Witherspoon, stud. Trey Brown's been okay this year. But, man, if you don't have Nabers out there, I think we could see that line go from 6 + 6 to maybe +7 +8. And I'm not so sure I love this matchup for the New York Giants. What do you think, though? Who do you got? Who's winning the football game this Sunday? Giants? Seahawks? Let me know your thoughts. And make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter @MarshallGreen_. Same handle on IG. Hit me up over there, and let's go Big Blue.